Hey y'all. Sorry I'm not on camera tonight. I was having like really bad back pain earlier. And I had to like lay on my stomach and the inside of my foot was twitching. So I think it's like a pinched nerve or something. Not too bad now because I've been like walking around and I took some like Motrin and whatever, but I was afraid I'm gonna be like squirming in the seat. So it's like I'm gonna say off camera. First one here. Georgia Peach, Rhyme the Man, Sarah, Jen. And Randy Man, thank you for your feedback on my sleep sound channel. So I made this channel where I'm playing like sleep sounds for people. If anyone has trouble sleeping, here, I will shoot you a link to it. I just every night I'm gonna put on like I have a bunch of different sounds like rain sounds and things like that with like a little background to go with it. So if you could use it, here's a link. I've just started, so there's 2 now. But if you watched a thunderstorm one, I would fast forward like an hour into it because I switched. So it sounded like really good on my computer, but then when I switched to my phone, it didn't sound good. So I changed where I was playing the sound from, but I got it all figured out now. Yeah, so what happened was, Random Man, oh, hey, Captain Kurt. She's like, Captain Kurt React showing up for his girl. I know, all them rumors about us. Hey, Nate. Hey, Shay. So yeah. Yeah, this is not a paid advertisement, by the way. Hey, Ellie. But yeah, after like an hour in, because I was playing it through, like streaming it through my computer, and I realized it's better to put the sound through StreamYard. It sounds better, so, you know. Cracking me up. So there's a lot of like craziness going on in the tubes. So there's it's like that on other, does it, on the other one it sounds weird on the phone? I don't know, I'll check it out, but I changed it to playing straight from StreamYard, so it shouldn't. But anyways, there's this woman who is claiming that she is Madeleine, or she thinks she might be Madeleine McCann. But here's my issue with this. One, she looks just like her mom. 2, it's wild all over. I know, it's been crazy. She looks just like her mom. 2, like it sounds like there is this, hey Texan, there's this medium, Persian medium or something, this chick, and it sounds like she's gassing this girl up and like telling her like, oh, I see you were in a past and this and that, like making this girl think that she's actually Madeleine McCann. Now, I mean, she might be, I don't know. But it sounds like she's like gassing her up, and now the girl Julia, who's saying that she might be Madeleine McCann, is putting her as her contact for media inquiries, which I think is so weird. It's like, why is this woman handling your media inquiries? But I'll show you guys real quick. So the girl who's claiming to be Madeleine, well, maybe I should explain the Madeleine McCann story if y'all don't know it. But all right, I think this is the right one. Hold on a second. Does anyone not know the story? Should I go over it real quick? It happened in 2007. Let's see. All right, so she is a British missing person who disappeared from her bed in a holiday apartment in I don't know how to say it, Praia de Luz, Portugal, on the evening of May 3rd, 2007, at the age of 3. The Daily Telegraph described the disappearance as the most heavily reported missing person case in modern history. Hold on. I'm going to put this. How do I get. Oh, there we go. Let me put this on the screen while I read. They faked the eye anomaly? What, like photoshopped it? No way. Yeah, I wish they would just do a DNA test to settle it, but I know that it's probably upsetting to the family if they're like getting her all hyped up over this, you know what I'm saying? But all right, back to what I was saying. So Madeleine's whereabouts remain unknown, although German prosecutors believe she is dead. Madeleine was on a holiday from the United Kingdom with her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, her two-year-old twin siblings, and a group of family and friends and their children. The McCann children had been left asleep at 2030, which, what's that, like, what's 2030 in military time? Like, is that like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30? So anyway, she was asleep on the ground floor apartment while her parents dined with friends in a restaurant 180 feet away. The parents checked on the children throughout the evening until Kate discovered Madeleine was missing at 2200, which is, I think that's 11 o'clock, right? So that'd be like 9:30. Over the following weeks, particularly after misinterpreting a British DNA analysis, the Portuguese police came to believe that Madeleine had died in an accident in the apartment and that her parents had covered it up. The McCanns were given suspect status in September of 2007, which was lifted when Portugal's Attorney General archived the case in July 2008 for lack of evidence. Her parents continued the investigation using private detectives until Scotland Yard opened its own inquiry, Operation Grange, in 2011. The senior investigating officer announced that he was treating the disappearance as a criminal act by a stranger, most likely a planned abduction or a burglary gone wrong. I would imagine it was a planned abduction, like they knew that they were going to be out dining or something like that, because it's like, it is weird circumstances. Like, what are the odds they picked this house or whatever? In 2013, Scotland Yard released EFIT images of men they wanted to trace, including one of a man seen carrying a child toward the beach on the night Madeleine vanished. Shortly after this, Portuguese police reopened their inquiry. Operation Grange was scaled back in 2015, but the remaining detectives continued to pursue a small number of inquiries described in April 2017 as significant. In 2020, police in the German city of Braunschweig? I have no idea. If you're in here, Lynn, help me with that. I'm sure you know how to state it. There was a new suspect in Madeleine's disappearance, whom public prosecutor Hans Christian Walters was convinced had abducted and murdered the child. Madeleine's disappearance attracted sustained international interest and saturation coverage in the UK, reminiscent of the death of Princess Diana in 1997. Her parents were subjected to intense scrutiny and baseless allegations of the involvement in their daughter's death, particularly in the tabloid press and on Twitter. 2008, they and their traveling companions received damages and apologies from newspapers, and in 2011, the McCanns testified before the Leveson inquiry into British press misconduct, lending support to those arguing tighter press regulations. Clearly, the German P guy was watching her family and took her. You can't convince. Yeah, I think so too. The what was his name? Pay or something like that. The last name. I agree. Check Discord. Okay. Why is my one monitor not working? Hold on. My monitor's out. I don't know why. All right, give me a second to open Discord. Oh, sorry. The eye of the real and the eye of... Oh. So the second girl is fake. She like photoshopped it. Oh, wow. So that's why she deleted her Twitter. Interesting. Discord reminds me of an umbilical cord. I never thought of it like that, but now I'm never going to unsee it. 8:39, 8:30, 10 o'clock. Okay, thanks, Glenjamin. Hey, Ryan. That fishing. Oh, man, my kid is going to be all over fishing season all summer long. That kid will have me out every single day fishing. I think I went fishing like... He goes to his dad's on the weekend, so probably like 4 times a week during the week in the summer. Unreal how much I go fishing. Hey, Rody Gal. All right, so check this out. This is the girl Julia or whatever. Here's some of her. I guess we'll look at her stories, but she said she can't do a DNA test because they don't agree. And yesterday, I talked with my grandmother for my dad, and she said many terrible things about me, but she said, too, that they are not going to make DNA tests to compare with my DNA. And she keeps sharing all the press out there. All right, so Martin Ney is rumored to be related to Peter Ney, and she claims that the guy, I guess Martin Ney, looks like her abuser or something along those lines. Hold on, let me start from the beginning. But here's what's weird. All right, for press and media inquiries, this is the contact for my spokesman, Persian medium. So she's got this medium lady that's like convincing her that, you know, she is like, she sees visions of her as this person. And yeah, this is
Sophia Johansson, known as a Persian medium, who works with police officers, private investigators to finding missing persons for so many years, and also a private investigator. I would love to update you about a couple things. The one very important thing is that Julia's mental health at this moment, it's not okay because of a lot of haters out there, because of a lot of comments and a lot of nastiness that went through directly to her skin at this moment. She needs help. I do understand the 50% of you guys that hate her now to the 100-degree just because you guys think and believe that she's not a real person. She's not Madeleine. She's this and that. And I'm telling you guys,
this chick seems like a
my team and me, we are investigating already about her family, her backgrounds, where she came from, and which family she belonged to, what school actually she went to, and all other details. So we understood that this case, Madeleine case, would be very sensitive for every each of you, especially. Hello, everyone.
So, in my opinion, hey, Pecan Pie, I just think this woman is gassing this girl up and like, hey, let me be a media person. Like, she seems like a clout chaser to me, this one. And I think she's not helping the situation, in my opinion. So let me scroll down and I'll show you where she said, there's a picture of her. Says, my first reason, I don't remember most of my childhood, but my earliest memory is very strong, and it's about holidays in a hot place where it was beach and white or very light colored buildings with apartments. I remember that I saw turtles on the beach, and it was Little Bay. As I can remember, I saw turtles then, and there were another children, and they tried to touch small turtles. I don't see my family in this memory. This person who is wanted. This is a person who is wanted. This drawing is on a website. Official Find Madeleine. I recognize this person. It looks very similar to my abuser. I need you to help me because police ignore me. I need police to make a DNA test to me and compare it with Madeleine's DNA. I need to talk with Kate and Jerry McCann. See you, True Texan. Thanks for coming. I have a mark in the same eye, but my mark is faded. And I talked with my eye doctor. He told me that it could be operated, and I will go to the doctor again to check. I need police investigator who will take this seriously. So as you see, she has this little mark in her eye, which apparently Maddie McCann had in her eye, which I hear this mark is pretty common, so I don't really know what to think about it. She says she has similar eyes, shape of face, ears, lips. I have the gap between my teeth. I am sending you some pictures of myself that I have. And I talked with my teacher from kindergarten, and she told me that I joined there to the last group, September or later in 2007. Family told me that I was in kindergarten a few years, not 1 year or even less. I need to know the truth. I need a DNA test. I don't really think she looks like her. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I don't see the resemblance, but like she doesn't. That's what they said she would look like, I guess, now. But I think that this girl actually looks like her mother. Like, this is her mother. And I mean, she looks like her mother's freaking twin. So I guess maybe that's her mother when she was a little bit younger. I think she looks exactly like her mom. So I don't know. I don't think it's her. And this was the second chick who was claiming that she could be her, but apparently she like photoshopped that thing with her eye and then deleted her Twitter. She actually looks more like her than the other girl did, I think, but apparently this is a fake. It would be crazy if it turns out to be her. I mean, I feel like that what's it called, lady is gassing her up. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that lady is like a clout chaser. The Persian medium. Like, I feel like she's taking advantage of this woman and handling her media inquiries now and all that stuff. And I don't like the way it's going. Like, it feels like she's being taken advantage of by that woman. And yeah, the second one, the second picture, they have a similar nose. But so this side by side, these two are Madeleine McCann. And that the girl on top she looks just like her mom. I don't know. But that Persian medium chick, I don't know. She gives me. I do this from time to time. I've seen it done with Haley Cummings, I believe. Yeah, I think like once you see the picture of her and her mother, it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely her kid,
Hi guys, my heart beating very, very fast, and I'm very stressed. It depends on light too, but I hope that you can see it. I'm very, very, very stressed, and this is my right eye. I hope that you can see something.
I just feel like the
It's
space
really
between
faded,
her
and it
eyes
depends
is
on light,
different.
but
Her nose shape is
I don't know
different.
what can I say. I'm
Like
very,
I
very,
understand
very
your face
stressed.
shapes as you
I'm
get
very
older,
grateful
but
for your help,
I don't see it.
and I make this live because I want to prove that I'm real and I'm honest, and I really think that I could be Madeline. I I have some reasons to think like that, as I wrote, and I never give 100 people alive. Oh God, I'm very, very stressed. I don't know what can I say really, but I'm really thank you for your support, for your help, and I hope that someone will talk to me and will help me. And even if I'm not Madeline, even if I'm not Madeline, I think that police should look at this, and I can't be 100% sure without DNA tests, you know. And thank you so much.
Hey, Warlord of Art.
I don't know what can I say. I'm very stressed. Sad. It was hard day, and I can sing you something. No, I try to chill, but it's really a stressful day. But I love singing. Madden loved to as I read. Okay. Oh God, how many people?
Oh yeah, she'll
I'm
still
really
have a
thankful.
platform and a
I'm really
following for
grateful.
sure.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm really stressed, and I don't wanna stress myself more. But I hope that you see that I'm real, and that is verification. I prove that I'm real. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah, I feel bad one for the family because I feel like, I mean, I'm just saying I don't, because I don't think it's her. I feel like it's, getting like false hopes up, and then I feel like this woman again is being taken advantage of, so it's just, I don't know.
Okay, guys. I'm
She
very
she doesn't
stressed, but
sound too
I decided
confident too.
to
She's like,
go live again because
"Hey Crystal, good to see
okay,
you."
I'm stressed, but you need to have
It
proof
would
that
be a
I'm
total
real.
miracle if it actually
And
was
I will
her.
go to bathroom to show you in better light my eye. I'm very, very stressed, but I know that you need proof. Okay, I hope. I don't know if you can see. Um, I hope you can
This
see
one's like
maybe.
really hard to hear, but she says like, I don't know if I'm her, like I could be. She has a passport, so she has a birth certificate, but she said her birth certificate could be faked. I I don't know. Okay, I'm going against the popular opinion and say that's her, but I'm rarely writing this kind of thing, so it probably isn't. Yeah, I mean, it would. I hope. I mean, it would be nice if it was her, but yeah, she doesn't look like the mother. Well, she doesn't look like Madeline's mom, but she looks like her birth mom. Like that. This isn't Madeline's mom. This is her birth mom. This is Julia's birth mom, and she looks just like her birth mom. Well, this is like her current mom. Madeleine McCann's mom is this one right here. But I think, like, look at the lips and the smile. She looks exactly like her birth mom. It's like pretty, like the same nose and mouth. What happened, CBK? How you doing, girl? Yeah, same chin. Like, she looks just like her. All right, so this is her yeah, she does look very much like her own mom, not Madeleine's mom. Maybe it's not the right place to tell it, but I'm losing my hope. I tried to talk with investigators from Operation Grange a few months ago. A person from the OG told me that they will close the investigation soon. I was in very bad condition then, and I didn't have much strength to continue this case. The main thing is I recognize a person from the drawing 4B from pagefindmadeline.com and think I can be Madeleine. I'm in touch with a person from Polish Missing People Foundation. I will have a DNA test. Oh, so I guess, that's her teeth. So wait, she's saying that's her teeth from childhood? I mean, I can't really tell from the top because you can't see her top teeth. I mean, this looks a little bit more like similar. I don't know. I feel like her nose goes out wider. Oh, if you're trying to type another comment, CVCal, sometimes YouTube does like weird stuff and just deletes comments on their own. But then again, look, this picture of her nose above here looks a little more like that. So I don't know. I don't know. But this Persian medium lady that's like jumping into like takeover. So I guess these are side by sides of her and Jerry McCann. I mean,
Hi, honey. How are you?
Fine.
I can't help but think that lady is
Okay,
a
even.
clout
So it's
chaser.
better than anything else. So let me explain a couple things for your audience and people who are actually watching. There's a lot of unfortunate and shame of people who basically trying to use you.
No, you're not crazy, Nate. I can see some
you are
resemblance.
vulnerable, you are uncertain about your identity, and you are asking for help. And my team will definitely look into them, and they will go after them, and they will stop them. I said many times, people who wants to go after you in any ways, as I said, I don't care if you're Madeleine McCann or not. I don't care if who you are, but I'm not gonna allow men out there who were maybe was pedophile at the younger age and now became old people going after you, send you a text messages, send you basically
She seems like manipulative, like she wants to help her
fool you and
protect her.
They're connected with Gary, they're connected with Kate. Yeah, come to see them, go to visit them, send your address. This is a shame. They're not human. We are here to help.
Yeah, thumbs up. So this woman claims she's a medium, the Persian medium. Her name is Persian Medium. And she's, I'm guessing, gassing her up, like telling her that she's like, seeing visions and that, it's really, she's really Madeleine. And she's also trying to be her like media spokesperson. Julia posted, for all media inquiries, email this lady. So this lady is like her new media manager. She just popped in and became her media manager.
Help a woman who are vulnerable, who are asking for help, who wants to find identity. How dare you guys to go there and do such things to her? This is disrespectful. This is absolutely disrespectful. We all here to help her. We all here to make sure. If you are a mom that you raised her, you would never say, I would leave my psycho girl, as her voice was, and not even caring about her health, her well-being. Who are you? Are you the real mom? I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the real mom would never leave a kid, a young lady like you, with depression, with sadness, with a lot of PTSD and background.
No, not me, right?
When you really recognize someone that hurt you in the past, which is the same person that hurt basically Madeleine in the past. So this is need to stop. All threatened, all crazy messages, all bullshit emails, all.
She's attacking her like birth mom and stuff too.
Has to go in all those legal aspects. So it's not something that's gonna happen like tomorrow and then like day after they're gonna figure it out. It may gonna take about weeks in order to get that. So it's not about like
this lady's pissed me off. But look, yeah, this is the girl Julia's page, and look what she put: press and media inquiries. Please contact Dr. Fia Johansson or whatever. Persian Medium gmail.com. I kind of want to look at her page. Let's be nosy. Yeah, look. Persian Medium prediction in October 2019. Madeleine McCann is living well with a German and will one day accidentally meet her parents, says psychic Fia Johansson. Meet the medium who helps law enforcement solve the unsolvable. Madeleine McCann, police psychic, tells how she tracked down missing girl.
Sorry, my phone just died.
Exactly, Pecan. So this medium jumped to be her spokesperson, and she's gassing her up and telling her like she had like visions of her being the girl, I guess. But look at this. I think she's a total clout chaser, and she's gassing this woman up for attention, and I think she immediately jumped on the bandwagon. So she's an actress, I guess. So she's a medium. She's an actress. I don't know. This all seems very sus to me with this woman. Yeah, she wants to be an Insta model. Exactly. And now she's took over being the media manager for this chick who's all over the internet. So she's going to get a bunch of I can't. And she's got her hand in a bunch of stuff. Acting and yeah. She don't Photoshop at all. Oh, Lord. Sorry if y'all hear Dave in the background. They got a new season of COD, so he'll be back to yelling for a few weeks. I was good for a couple months, but... Oh my gosh, they're all like inspirational quotes. All right, it says she is a doctor of psychology and human behavior, speaker and executive coach, featured in Forbes, WSJ, CBS, Fox, NBC, actress, SAG, film producer, best-selling author. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this woman is totally gassing her up, and I feel right. I feel bad that, you know, if she's really, I feel like she's taking advantage of this young girl, and it's wrong. I think it's wrong. All right, so story 2 that's crazy. Yeah, scammers are everywhere right now, right? So here's another crazy story on the tubes. All right, so there's this guy who is claiming to be working under the table for Brian Koberger's defense. And he is hold on, let me find it. He is saying that the girl Dylan is, it's ridiculous. I think it's all fake. I don't know. First off, like, he shows no proof of anything. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Hold on, I'll show you guys.
By 3 men.
He claims he's trans, so he knows all about it. That's what makes him an expert, I guess, in it's ridiculous. He hasn't shown. Hey Abra, thank you so much for the PayPal you sent. Thank you. I was hoping you would come in here. I sent you a message back, but I didn't have my I got a new phone, so I didn't have everything loaded on there, so I didn't see it till way later and was like, oh no. He started a channel because he was booted from the main large Idaho Facebook group. Well, what a surprise. Does he do like crafting or something? Like, look at this background. It's like there's a Beanie Baby bear, a penguin. There's like boxes and boxes of yarn everywhere.
These 3 men, plus an additional man, are the killers who were inside the 1122 Keene house on the night of November 13th. Now, I want to name their names, but I probably shouldn't. I've already received threats in the past, and I'm not exactly looking forward to getting more. Due to the extra ridiculous, unconstitutional as hell gag order, Dylan cannot talk and tell her story. But I can. I am working for the defense off the books, and I am not subject to the gag order. Any intel fed to me is through a means of communication that does not.
So he's acting like, I can't tell if his source, he's like, Dylan can't talk, but I'm working, like he knows Dylan or something, but then yet now he's working under the, I've never heard that. Who works under the table for the defense? Don't say penguin. All right, so it's this guy. His name is Justin, I guess. His channel name is just Dustin. I don't believe any of it at all, but I don't know. People just, there's another guy too who was spouting off all this crazy stuff, saying that the other guy, he sounded like he was like 60 years old, and he was saying that he dated Dylan's friend and had this big story about Dylan or whatever. And now this guy comes out of the woodwork and he claims he's working under the table for Brian Koberger's defense, which I don't believe it, but thank you, Abra. And I guess he's claiming that Dylan is trans, and I don't even know what else he's claiming. I don't know where he was getting at, but it's really bizarre, and I don't believe a single word that comes from this guy's mouth. But now this is getting, people are talking about it.
Break the gag order. That information from my informant gives me legal grounds to speak on this topic and to tell Dylan's story for her. The reason Dylan was attacked is because,
I agree,
yes,
Beatlemaniac. I think they
Dylan
should make a
is
statement.
trans. You heard me right. Dylan is trans. I know this to be a fact. This is information that I exclusively know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Thumb Thug.
I
And
have a
isn't
middleman,
anyone,
my-
even if he's working under the table, anyone interconnected with this case at all should be under a gag order? And why would the defense want him working under the table for them if he's out spreading this information on YouTube? I just don't buy it.
Informant who is talking to Dylan for me. When I say that I have informants and sources, I'm really not joking about it.
He's really
they're
not joking, guys. He's got sources.
I'm also being attacked due to being trans. As I have gotten closer and closer to the truth of what all happened in Moscow, I've been getting more and more resistance, pushback, and I have even had, assault and death threats. Which, for those of you who are responsible for those threats, I've already given them to a lawyer. Have fun with that. I'm absolutely the wrong trans guy to screw around with. I always tell you, fuck around and find out. Well, fuck around and find out. I'm not going to back down from this challenge.
I'm backing down, y'all. F around and find out.
Challenges such as going through the entire process of transitioning from female to male, including 20 full years of transition. That's social, legal, medical, surgical.
It's so insane to me. Like,
I have.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying that
including
the defense is paying this guy under the table to do work for them. I'm just not buying it at all.
In less than a year and a half. I'm completely done with phalloplasty. So, I'm pretty sure I'm an expert on this topic. Pretty sure it's also not the place of someone who...
And that's another thing. Like, who cares if she is trans or not? Like, why does this information need to be out there? And why does he need to tell this story? Like, no, like, why? Who cares if she's trans? Like, I don't understand why he's acting like this. I mean, I don't know if like what she is, but yeah, he's working pro se for the defense. But like, what does it have to do with anything? Why does this story need to come out? And by the way, look, that fan is from like 1992. I just realized that I remember that fan like way back in the day. I just can't, but like he's acting like the story needs to be out and everyone needs to know that she's trans. Like, who cares if she is or not? Like, why? I don't know what he's getting at. I didn't watch this whole thing. So I'm not really sure where he's getting at. So we're watching it together. I just can't believe that. I don't believe, like, I was in like 2 minutes and I'm like, no way, this guy's full of crap. He's probably in his grandma's basement. It looks like it. You see all the boxes of yarn and crafting supplies. It looks like it's like I don't know. All right, let me continue.
Is not trans to be telling this story or talking about this topic. I mean, that said, shall we get to the meat and potatoes of it? Thanks, harsh reality. I'm stealing that from you. When Dylan was attacked last week, she suffered kidney damage due to blunt force trauma. Her injuries from this attack are more severe than anyone understands.
Wait, did he say Dylan suffered kidney damage? Hold on, I need to run this back.
Anyone understands due to a specific combination of medications that Dylan has been taking. These specific medications can cause high blood pressure, heart problems, and type 2 diabetes. The type 2 diabetes is why Dylan was put on lisinopril. Lisinopril treats all three of these problems at the same time. which is why they did not give her something stronger and faster acting to treat the kidney problems. The medications would have interacted and caused more problems, which nobody wants, right? So, this is also why Dylan has to have dialysis right now.
What?
Because the hormone therapy caused these other problems.
Isn't this like a HIPAA violation? Like if he knows that she's getting dialysis, which I don't even believe that, but like, why are you sharing this publicly on YouTube? I don't know, but this just is, I know, same Beatlemaniac. Like, what is this? No, all right. So this guy is trans, and he claims that he is working under the table for Brian Koberger's defense team, and that he's allowed to talk about this Dylan Mortensen story because he is not under a gag order, and because she's trans and he's trans, and that makes him capable to speak on it. And yeah, I don't even know where this is going. But I don't believe anything about what this guy is saying. Now he's claiming that Dylan got attacked and that she's on these medications and she's receiving dialysis. I don't know, but I don't know why he would be allowed to even tell that, because that's a violation of her medical stuff, if that is even true. But I don't even think that's true, to be honest. I'm not believing anything that comes out of this guy's mouth. Yeah, I agree, Ellie. I think he's just making it's just all these people making up stories for. Yeah, that is definitely Grandma's fan. Look at it. It's one of them old like 90s ones. All right, let's keep going.
You know, her kidney is at 50% functionality because of the diabetes by itself. And, you know,
now she has diabetes?
And right now, last I was told, she is still potentially waiting for a transplant. Potentially, we don't really know yet. But originally, the night of November 13th, Dylan's life was spared because she was a loyal friend to Bethany Funky. And Dylan had life-changing surgery on January 27th of this year.
What does Bethany Funk have anything to do with anything?
8th, the three men found out about her surgery. It scared them, and it made them not trust her. Which brings us full circle back to Monday, February 13th, 2022. Dylan wasn't supposed to survive this attack. We don't know how they found Dylan or got to her, but they did. Dylan has already...
I could see this guy being like one of Ashley Banfield's sources or something. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Like, where did Bethany Funk even come in this?
Already been brought into PC before the attack occurred. Dylan is now talking and cooperating in order to help bring justice to all the victims of the events of November 13th, 2022. Dylan wants to come out and tell this story, but she's not being allowed to because of the gag order. I was chosen to speak for her.
All right, this is why I don't believe this at all. First, he's Brian Koberger's defense. He's working for Brian Koberger's defense team under the table. And then suddenly he's been chosen by Dylan to speak for her. Like, how are you both? It just seems, I feel like they're on complete opposite sides. Like, he's the chosen one to speak for Dylan and to work for the defense team. Let me guess, he's like Brian Koberger's BFF too or something. I don't know. This is ridiculous. It's like, I was chosen to speak for her. Okay. Yeah, right? Totally Banfield source. He's an alien. Maybe. I mean, there's been aliens all over the place, apparently. Apparently, something was spotted over Susquehanna, PA, so they're coming my way, too.
She has been following me, my story, and she wants to speak to me. Which, potentially, I will be doing that on Wednesday. There is a chance I will get an exclusive conversation with Dylan on Wednesday.
Oh, God. Now he's hyping up his next live. So you mean to tell me, first he's the defense, he's working under the table for the defense. This is the man of many trades. And now he's going to get an exclusive, he's just happened to get an exclusive interview on Wednesday with Dylan. Okay. He's going to make that all up too. This is crazy. He deleted the video he did a while back when he was kicked out of the group. Oh, he's a total dirty deleter. Okay, well, we'll see. Wednesday he's gonna be working for the prosecution, Dylan, and the judge. Watch. Like, no way that this man has his hand in all this stuff. No freaking way. There's no way.
I'm very much looking forward to that. Because it's not the place of someone who is not trans to be telling you this information and sharing this story with you. That's the truth of Dylan being trans. And I just think it's really cool that I get to be the one to tell you. It's a big deal that means a lot to a lot of people. I normally don't make these videos. I normally don't out other people. I normally don't tell their stories for them. This is a special situation. There are extenuating circumstances to an absolutely insane degree. And, you know, I'm not going to leave Dylan's side. If she wants to be my friend, I will stay by her side the rest of her life.
Dylan needs to get a restraining order like tomorrow.
I will not back down from a fight to protect her. I will not back down from a fight to clear her name and restore her reputation. These people who did this need to be brought to justice. And I am hoping and praying that Wednesday, these 3 individuals will go down for what they've done. I hate when trans people are attacked by people who...
He looks familiar, like I've seen him somewhere before, and I can't put my finger on it.
They want to jump to false narratives and lies and making trans people out to be something we're not. Because there are a lot of people out there who are not trans, but they are claiming trans, and they're setting just a horrible...
I'd love to pick this guy's brain.
It's causing those of us who are actually trans to not be taken seriously.
No,
that by itself,
it's
that didn't
people like you making up this crap that causes people to not take you seriously, not because you're trans. He really does. This is so bizarre. So, Sarah, this is some guy who made a video claiming that he's working under the table for Brian Koberger's defense team, and he's been chosen by Dylan himself to share her transgender story. And that Wednesday, he may have an exclusive interview with Dylan herself, because she can't talk because she's under a gag order, so he's going to talk for her. And that there was actually 3 men who did the killings that night, and that Dylan was like attacked, and she's on dialysis, and she just had a sex change, and that he is not backing down, and he is like having her back. Oh, that oh my gosh. I'm sorry, hold on. Oh man, this is him on Facebook. Hold on. Oh man. What in the world? Give me a second. This is what he's saying on Facebook. Moscow Police Department Chief of Police James Fry has been taken into FBI custody. Sorry. He's facing a minimum of 2 murder charges. We found the 2 smoking guns. We need to place Fry in Oak Park at the time of the murders. The bloody shoe prints, along with the knife that has canine DNA on it, sealed the deal. The double homicide case of Tom Johnson and Leslie Jones is now closed. Thanks to yours truly, working with the FBI and Oak Park PD as well as Coburger's defense team. Oh man. This is hilarious. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not funny because it's misinformation and people actually probably believe this stuff, but what in the world? I found out why he has all the yard. He makes pot cat toys? No way. So he's a cat guy too. Oh my god. That's why he has the cat shirt on in the picture. I can't. Oh my god. Oh, this is great. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's keep listening. I feel like I like gonna keep following this just because it's so ridiculous. Like I just can't with this guy. It's like entertaining. It's so stupid. Oh my god.
That made things worse for Dylan.
Yeah, they really
And I
need to
mean,
come
let's
out
think
and
about
say
it.
something.
She was in Moscow, Idaho. That town is controlled by Christ Church and the cartel.
What?
Don't tell
Did he just say that town is controlled by Christ Church or Christ Church and the cartel? Oh man. I can't wait till Wednesday. Like, this is insane. And Dylan Mortensen, please, girl, go get a restraining order like ASAP because this is not good. He's like, I have her 6. I am I am backing her up all the way, even if she doesn't want me to.
me I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. And I have more than enough evidence to back it up. This town is not exactly a place where someone who is trans would want to be. Nor would people who are gay and bi. Which makes sense of why they all live together in that house.
Me neither, PK.
None of them were entirely straight. Not one of them. Ethan wasn't dating Xana. Xana was Ethan's beard.
Did he just say Ethan wasn't dating Xana? Xana was Ethan's beard? Beard? What the frig? That's supposed to be Ethan wasn't dating Xana.
Xana was Ethan's beard.
Xana was Ethan's beard?
Ethan was bi, if not gay. And he was hooking up with Hudson.
What? Who is Hudson?
And potentially some other people who I'm not going to name their names right now, but they know who they are. And I absolutely cannot wait for them to face justice. Because you don't attack someone who is trans and get away with it. Not around me, not in front of me. It just doesn't happen. I really am the wrong trans guy to piss the fuck off. I keep warning you. Fuck around and find the fuck out. Guess what? You fucked around, now you're finding out. I'm not sorry.
Oh, the
And
what's
that's
it
the
called,
key.
lady? The
So, until next time. I love you, fam.
Ashley, the other the one who writes the books. Wait, I want to see the Oh, I turned the comments off. No, I wanted to read the comments so bad. Right? He got 406 likes on this. No way. I can't believe people are actually believing this shit. He looks familiar. Justin Vlogs. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know what is going on at this point. That guy, oh my goodness. The comments were there earlier. They were, I'm sure they were. I can't believe they even get that. That even has 406 likes. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Well, Wednesday we'll have to check in and continue our our following of this shit show, because this guy is all over the place. I wonder if he has more comments on Facebook. Let me see his name again. I'm gonna search his name real quick. Justin William Papworth Rodriguez. Justin. Sarah. All right. He said, oh, so that was 19 hours ago. He said James Fry was arrested. Oh my goodness. If you honestly think I am Josco 1972 on TikToks or this Papa Rogers character, he said, I triple dog dare you to compare my IP address to both of their IP addresses and then come back here to apologize to me. Don't slander and defame me when I have hard evidence of your lies. Every threat I have received has been given to a lawyer. We are starting the process of tracing IPs and filing charges. I warned you. He loves the word fuck around and find out. Like, he loves it. There's no feeling quite like telling the mom of a son who was murdered that her son died a hero. He died trying to fight for justice. Gregory Johnson Jr. was murdered because he was going to flip and take down a whole ass distribution ring, the Shield, Christchurch, all of it. He was silenced so he wouldn't flip, just like Hannah, just like Ethan, just like what is happening. Oh gosh. So he thinks there's all kinds of conspiracy all over the place. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that weird he says on here, but that's about it. He thinks there's like some big conspiracy thing going on in there. Hey, Cash Chick. Yeah, this guy is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And and this week, hopefully, so they're having on the Murdaugh trial. Let me just, before I end this, run that down a little bit. The defense is starting their case, and Buster Murdaugh is on the witness list. I don't know for when, but I'm hoping maybe he'll come on this week. And I think they would like to have on. I think they would bring up Cousin Eddie, but I don't know, if not, so I'm hoping. But of Kraken, it's a person I can look. Is it someone who has a channel? Like, let me see. But yeah, I'll definitely be covering Murdaugh this week and following it for sure, and definitely checking for this guy Wednesday to see if he continues on his stories. I wonder if they have like a list of who they plan on testifying first. Hold on, I'm checking to see if I can find this Kraken guy's channel. There's a couple that are just called Kraken. Is it a guy with like aviator glasses on? No, this guy's in a different language. Hold on. Is it this guy? Ah, shoot. I deleted it by accident. Hold on. I'll find it. Give me a second. Channel. I was watching a channel who had attorney for cousin Eddie. She said Alex was not shot in the head. Oh, really? So the attorney's saying he wasn't? So then what happened to him? He had... So I seen... Hold on. Let me see if I can find the pictures. So I do have a picture of his head. Give me a second. I'll show you guys the picture. I think I still have it. Just give me 1 minute to check, and if I have it, I will share it. I swear it was in here. Wait, hold on. He fell on the road? No way. So they didn't even pull out like... That's crazy. I wish they would kind of bring him up because I'm curious about like where he stands. You know what I mean? Like I know he feels betrayed, but then I wonder like, oh my gosh, he's being so loud. Excuse me. Open in Messenger. Here we go. It's in Messenger. So give me a second. I'm looking for it. I know I have it somewhere. I think it's in this one. I need to figure out my whole... One monitor just stopped working, and I don't know why. I swore it was in this one. Where is it? I literally had a picture of the whole back of his head. And I can't find it. And it's driving me crazy. It looked like... Alright, I'll just explain it. It looked like in the middle, like... You know where most guys have like a cowlick in the back of their head? Like on top of your head, but like in the middle. It was right there. And it was like a little hole. And that was it pretty much. Like it was tiny, like a little hole, but I couldn't really tell if it looked like a bullet hole or if it like, you know, he just banged it on something. But where the heck did I see these? Like I had them. I'm making myself crazy trying to find these pictures. But I couldn't tell if it was a bullet hole or not. It's just like, all right, I can't find it. But in a nutshell, hey Tia, you look so pretty today on your stream, by the way. You were gorgeous. Yeah, he hasn't been charged. So on Cousin Eddie's, like, what's it called? If you look him up on like Truth Finder or whatever, his thing has no charges. Yeah, there was a spot. See, Thumb Thug, I knew I wasn't crazy. It was somewhere in one of our chats, right? There was definitely a picture of his head and had a little like hole in it, but I couldn't really tell what it was. But yeah, his charges have all been changed to holding for safekeeping. So like all his charges just now say holding for safekeeping, and there's no charges listed. Now, I don't know if they plan to have them. I don't know if they plan to. I can look it up real quick if you guys want to see it, but I don't know if they plan to have him do like a plea deal and then he changes his mind or what, but or they change their mind and maybe it'll go back to what his charges were, but they all say, is it Curtis? Jeez. Curtis Smith. Yeah, I do remember a photo of the top of his head too. I just can't find where the hell it was. But I know that we had one. I forget how old he is. He's pretty old though. I think it was like, let me see if it's this one. Oh no, that's not Curtis B. Smith. It's E. Smith. He's older than I thought he would be. All right, Curtis E. Smith. I think it's this 62. I think he's 62. Okay, I think I found it. I think. Yeah, all right, here we go. So he has his old charges. I'll show you. So he has his old charges, speeding, and then this one says hold for safekeeping with it, which is the charge. Hey, Nadine, which is the charge for the crimes with Alex. Here's an old harassment one. Here's another hold for safekeeping, harassment, traffic speeding 10 miles an hour or less over the speed limit, harassment, and then the other third charge, it's got changed to hold for safekeeping. So I really thought that they were gonna they had him going to testify and maybe he took some deal, but I don't know what's going on now. I think he's too he's unpredictable. I feel like maybe they don't want him to come on because of his unpredictableness. That's just a guess. I don't know. And y'all who just came in, you have to go back and watch what I just played. There's this guy. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he's going around and claiming that he works under the table for Brian Koberger's defense team and that he has been specifically chosen by Dylan Mortensen to tell her story. And that James Fry, the police chief, has been arrested. And that Wednesday, he's going to have an exclusive interview. This guy is... Look at this post that he put up. Hold on. This dude is a trip. I'm just opening all kinds of things. He got kicked out of the Facebook group, the Idaho Facebook group, and now he's saying Moscow Police Department Chief of Police James Fry has been taken into FBI custody. He's facing a minimum of 2 murder charges. We found the 2. This is not real, by the way. We found the 2 smoking guns we needed to place Fry in Oak Park at the time of the murders. The bloody shoe prints, along with the knife that has K9 DNA on it, sealed the deal. The double homicide case of Ton Johnson and Leslie Jones is now closed, thanks to yours truly working with the FBI, Oak Park PD, as well as Koberger's defense team. Apparently, this guy has his hand in absolutely everything. Oh, thank you, Tia. Ah, yes, thank you. That's what I was looking for. I knew it. Wait. Oh, wait, I'm in my wrong one. I was going to say, I have YouTube Premium. Why is this not working? Hold on, let me click on it again. Oh, it is the right one. They have the pictures in this one, right? This is it. Is this the right one? Hold on. Yeah, okay, it is. So Eddie's attorney is basically saying that he wasn't shot in the head. I guess cousin Eddie's attorney was on another channel, and he's claiming that Alex wasn't shot in the head. Oh, there's no sound. All right, hold on. They haven't said anything yet. Did I not hit the sound button? I swear I did.
This is what Murdaugh's attorneys have said about that incident during the trial.
He didn't do it, and I think they will concede he didn't do it to get some sort of sympathy. He did it to be dead. That's why he did it. And unfortunately, Eddie Smith, at 4 feet, couldn't shoot somebody in the head and kill him. He meant to.
And that's what Mr. Smith would say.
Mr. Smith has given.
I don't believe that at all. I think he did it to throw them off, but I guess it's a possibility. But I don't understand how our Pootie Tang can say so with so much certainty that that's why he did it. Oh, okay. She sent me the live. Is this? This is the one that she sent me that I'm playing, unless there's another one. Is this what you're talking about, Kezchick? Good night, Beatlemaniac. Yeah, I call him Pootie Tang. You guys remember Pootie Tang? Tell me y'all don't remember Pootie Tang. Hold on. It was a film like back in the day, and it was like a dude. Chris Rock was like a pimp.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, Dave's so loud. Alright, that's Pootie Tang. Alright, let me see. Hold on.
I got this.
She sent me the Alex Murdaugh's murder-suicide scheme with
Is he by the door?
Oh yeah, he's so loud. He's, they got their what's it called back on? He got his new season of Call of Duty. Hold on, I can. What is it? Curtis Eddie Smith lawyer. Oh, yeah, so it is this one. It's got to be this one, because when I type in, I think it's this one.
No less, I'm set up to cross-examine him, I know this, 6 different explanations for that.
Okay,
and
fast
any
forward
other
to
event you've asked
attorney.
about,
Okay.
from wasn't there to I was there.
Both face conspiracy charges related to oxycodone, which is an opiate.
Look at
Eddie
his,
Smith
his
also faces
eyebrow.
charges
He's got
related to
the
money
like.
laundering and trafficking methamphetamine. Alex Murdaugh's attorneys have suggested that Smith and a drug gang could have murdered Paul and Maggie Murdaugh back on June 7th
So do y'all
of
think that
2021.
what's his name was
Did he mention
doing meth
anything
too?
about these cowboys that Mr. Griffin's asked you about?
No, sir.
Did he mention
Alex.
anything about a Curtis Edward Smith?
No, sir.
June 7th he didn't?
No,
June
sir.
10th he didn't?
No, sir.
August 11th he didn't?
No, sir.
When did he ask you 2021?
This is what Curtis Eddie Smith told the Today Show back in 2021 about
Well,
what
I'll
happened on the side
I'll
of the
watch
road
this
that
real
day.
quick though. 'Cause I want to see what he has to
Yeah,
say.
He said, "You gonna shoot me?" I said, "No." He said, "We just got to do it." And he made us move like this, you know. And I just grabbed his arm. You took the gun, shoved it behind him, between me and him. It went.
Joining me to discuss Curtis Eddie Smith is his
Here she
attorney,
is.
Amy
All right.
Zimmercheck. Amy, welcome to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
How is your client, Cousin Eddie? We call him Cousin Eddie, obviously. You call him Eddie. How is he doing right now?
I mean, he's in health wise, he's still having a lot of health issues. He's very anxious. And quite honestly, he's just not, he's not in a great environment. He's in jail where he's not getting the medications that he needs. He's very frustrated.
I'm sure. And he's in protective custody. So essentially,
I wonder
that's
what health
isolation,
issues
right?
he has.
Absolutely.
So he's got no human contact except for with the guards.
Right. And when I can get down there. So it's also just really on top of all the anxiety and frustration, then he's got to deal with just the sheer loneliness and frustration of not being able to talk to anybody.
He is under subpoena by the state. So the state did not call him in its case in chief. Could call him in rebuttal, possibly. The defense has not subpoenaed him. Do you expect the defense to call him? Because Dick Harpootlian has said he wants to cross-examine him. Obviously, it's not a
I hope the
cross-examination
defense
if he calls
does.
him, but he could be treated as an adverse witness.
I mean, I don't know that he could be treated as an adverse witness. Just because he's not going to say what Dick wants him to say doesn't necessarily make him an adverse witness. I think he's just a regular witness, and I think that's a problem for the defense. Dick says a lot of things when the cameras are rolling, some things that aren't true. I don't.
So she doesn't like Pootie Tang. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Maybe he was. I mean, if he was hanging out with that guy and he was, I could see him maybe doing that. Or like he could have been involved in that too. Maybe that'd be where that would make sense that more money was being spent.
Believe that he is looking forward to cross-examining him or even questioning him because he would have called him, and maybe he still will. But I'm interested in Dick producing that statement that he said Eddie confessed to shooting Alec, because there's never been a statement where he has confessed to shooting Alec. So I'm looking forward to it as much as I'm sure Dick is.
What really,
Oh,
as far as
she's
we know,
hoping
we've
for it.
seen Cousin Eddie say things on the Today Show that there was a struggle almost over this gun. The gun went off. Is there anything that you can tell us about what he claims happened that day?
Unfortunately, I can't at this point, just because he does still have a possibility of being called. When people are questioned by the police, and then when they get this mindset, kind of almost in shock about how they remember things.
Good night, Cheryl.
And then they have some time to go back and look at what really happened as best they can remember. I think that there are some changes. There aren't major changes, but there are some changes.
Oh, look at
And,
that sweat coming
that
down his
is the
armpit.
problem
Woo!
was just not having
Goodness, look
me
at
as
that.
his counsel from the beginning. It's been a little hard to kind of go back and play cleanup. But I think that he is definitely finally in a place when he gets to tell his story and exactly what he remembers and exactly how it went down. I think it'll match the physical evidence, and I think it will.
I do kind of feel bad for Eddie.
It'll make a lot more sense.
I have so many questions I want to ask you about that. And I know there are so many that you really can't answer right now, but it appears, that he obviously, we can see the photographic evidence. He met Alec Murdaugh there on the roadside that day.
He absolutely did.
Something transpired. And then Alec Murdaugh suffers some type of wound and Eddie takes off.
I
Why
think
didn't
so
he
too,
stick around?
Ellie.
Are you able to tell us that?
Well, so I can tell you that it's certainly our position that the wound that Alec suffered was from hitting the asphalt with the back of his head. that he did not sustain a gunshot wound. Dick likes to wave around these very minor pieces of the.
I think it's definitely possible. I mean, the wound didn't look like, I mean, it looked like a hole, but I wouldn't say it looked like a bullet hole. It just looked like he fell maybe on like a rock or something. So I mean, it definitely could be possible he just fell on the asphalt. Like it didn't look like, I didn't look at it and go, "Oh yeah, that's a bullet hole." You know what I mean? It just looked like a hole.
Of the medical records, and he only wants to put in portions and parts, because what those medical records consistently say is that person, Alec Murdaugh, reports. So these are all things that he's reporting, but they absolutely don't say there's a gunshot wound. They say that it reports to be a gunshot wound. It's whatever fits with their narrative at the time. But in my opinion, that is not a gunshot wound.
So there's potentially this struggle over a firearm that goes off, and Alec
Right.
Murdaugh falls backward and hits his head on the ground, and you contend that's how he injured himself. It wasn't a gunshot wound.
Absolutely.
I
On the
believe
asphalt.
that.
That's certainly been my position ever since I've been involved in this case. And
So
Here's my thing. Eddie really didn't have like a reason to shoot Alex. Like, why would somebody just be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll shoot you for nothing"? You know what I mean? No way. I don't know. Like, I just can't see somebody being okay with just being like, "Sure, give me the gun and I'll shoot you, no problem." Like, it doesn't make sense to me, and he would have gotten nothing out of it. Which he did give him money before the murders happened, but for this, I don't think he gave him anything. So I don't know. I think it would be, I believe this. I don't know why he would just agree to shoot Alec Murdaugh on the head for him. And where it was, like if you see where the wound is, it would be hard for someone to shoot in that place. Like, it looks more like he fell on the street because it was like in the top middle of his head. So it's like, how does somebody graze a bullet right there? I don't know. It was a weird spot. So, yes, thank you for the clip.
but then why does Eddie leave?
well, because he's in fear, because this is somebody who is absolutely gone crazy. And in my opinion, before Eddie left, I am fully convinced that Alec planned on killing him on the side of the road. I think that would have made his life so much easier. The murders could have been solved. He would have said, "Oh, he was coming to finish off the job," or whatever, and all of his problems would have gone away. I think that Alec is a. I think that we've seen throughout this trial, he shows many different faces to many different people, and I think that's frightening. Not only did Eddie leave, but he also, when questioned, immediately brought the sled agents to the place that he threw the gun. I have so many questions for Dick,
It is
because
frightening.
are you contending that Eddie is such a bad shot that he misses from 4 feet away, yet can sniper kill Paul and Maggie?
That's a good point.
Those two positions don't make sense to me. Also, with regards to the gun, I would love to see the inventory of the guns, because that gun that Alec had, is that one that he told the police about? Because I didn't see it in the itinerary of all the
Oh,
guns that he had.
wow.
So I think that the problem is that you have someone, Alec Murdaugh, incapable of telling the truth
He
and
ain't playing.
getting different stories out there that suit him. So it's incredibly frustrating on this side of it.
What exactly is the relationship between Alec Murdaugh, or I guess I should say, what was the relationship? Because we've heard that Alec Murdaugh said he represented Eddie Smith at one point in time years back. They obviously developed a relationship. There's some type of distant relationship there, distant familial relationship. They're both charged with, a narcotics conspiracy. They're
They're
accused of that.
cousins, right?
Curtis Eddie Smith
Like
is
second
cashing all these
cousins or
checks
something?
from
I
Alec
think they're
Murdaugh. So
second
what's the
cousins.
relationship?
So I think you kind of outlined them all. I think there's a very distant familial relationship. I think that, but it's very distant. I'm talking 7th or 8th cousin removed. I think,
Oh, wow,
I
that's a
know
lot
that he was
further
a
than I
client,
thought.
that Eddie was a client of Alec Murdaugh's. He is somebody that owed him a responsibility as a lawyer. I know that Alec requested that Eddie give him some of his pain pills. That's how it started, and then requested more pills of him.
Yeah.
There were other
He's
people
probably
that
in
were giving
protective
Alex Murdaugh
custody
pills, and I think
because,
that's the frustrating part is, when the public
you
really gets
know,
to see portions.
well, for one, he was in the drug game. And Alex basically ratted out a ton of people who gave pills to him and things like that. So Eddie probably has to be in protective custody for that. And also because, one, they're probably going to try and make it look like Cousin Eddie was the one who killed Alex's family. And because Alex knows a lot of, big people. So
Of what's going on. I think got to see a little bit of it with Nate Tootin, talking about cashing checks. Did as well, was cash checks for Alec, and he wasn't arrested. I think that
yeah, Alex paid his
Eddie was
drug
a
dealer in
convenience.
checks.
He was a convenience
So
for Alec
stupid.
to get what he wanted to get done. When people call Alec, or when people call Eddie a drug dealer, he's got to be the worst drug dealer in the world because he had one client, and that client was Alec Murdaugh.
But they said he had like the physician's desk reference in his house and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he has a serious back injury and has been prescribed and has been going through a ton of medical treatment. His daughter is in the medical field and lived with him. So yes.
So Alex was his attorney for that back injury. He got into like a bad back injury at work, and Alex was his attorney, represented him for that, like through that.
He probably has a lot of medical references in his house.
Mm-hmm. So he has an alibi. We've discussed this in the past. You said that for the night of the murders, he has an alibi. Alec Murdaugh told the police in the roadside shooting interview when asked whether, Eddie Smith was involved in Moselle, he said no. So you're saying that he's got people who can vouch for his alibi the night of the murders.
Absolutely. And telephone records and computer records that show he was on his computer at times during the evening, that he was at his house. If they had any evidence that they could have linked him to this crime, they would have arrested him for it.
Did Eddie Smith consider Alec Murdaugh a friend, or was
I'm
it
sure
more
they
of like
looked into his alibi
No,
and stuff like
absolutely.
that.
He thought of him as a very close friend, someone he cared about and trusted, and thought that person cared about and trusted him as well.
And now he feels how?
Completely betrayed, like he doesn't even know who Alec was.
Yeah, he said that in the interview.
Did they talk frequently?
I actually
back
felt
then
really
before
bad
all of
for
this
him.
happened.
I mean, not necessarily about. I mean, there was work stuff. So Eddie also cleared some land for Alec. So he's very knowledgeable about big heavy equipment and how to use it. And so he would clear land for Alex. So any of the conversations that they would have to do with Alec, either using him to get drugs or using him to do equipment or to cash checks. It wasn't just like call you up and see how your day is doing. Let's check in. It wasn't that.
I feel like Alex pinpointed a lot of people who he could take advantage of, or like people who had, hard life circumstances and stuff like that. And he took advantage of them, like Eddie and Gloria's sons. Like he could pinpoint who was having a rougher time in life and, would use that against them to take advantage of them.
That kind of relationship.
Sure. But they were friendly enough to be considered friends.
Absolutely.
Last week, you and I had kind of spoken a little bit by text, and you said you were at the jail because you were fearful for Eddie's safety. Tell me a little bit more about that.
People who can't see the power and the control that the Murdaughs have had for so many years, it's really hard for them to understand. But even when he was in the other jail, random inmates were coming up to him, asking him about being Alec's co-defendant and having knowledge about who he was, and he had never spoken to any of these inmates before. And so we requested to have him move because there was so much inquiry coming from Alec's dorm, trying to find out where Eddie was located, things like that. So we actually requested that the Attorney General move him to a whole nother jail so that there's not an accident or that nobody can somehow gain favor with Alec by hurting him.
So they were in the
same in another
same
jail. It's very concerning. On the one hand, Dick saying I can't wait to cross-examine him and all of these things, but on the other hand, not even subpoenaing subpoenaing him to call, and you just never know exactly what is on the minds of the other people that are involved.
Well, Amy Zimmercheck, we really appreciate you coming on to talk with us. We hope you'll come back, and we are wishing Eddie the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really hope they do call him up now, because I think she made a really good point. Like, if he was there that night, like, of course the cops look into that, because if there was the first person you would think of if he was going to pick somebody to, be the person to kill his family, it would probably be Eddie, because he felt comfortable enough asking him to shoot himself. So yeah, that's crazy. I don't blame him. I would be a little nervous too, because they got a lot of pull, and his family still has a lot of money besides him, you know what I mean? So I don't blame him, but I do hope they call him up, because now I really want to hear from him. But I don't know. I feel like Harpootlian just says whatever. Like, he don't, he says he wants to cross-examine him, but I don't think he does. But I'm going to end it because my back's starting to hurt a little bit from sitting for a while, and I'm a little bit hungry. So I'll try and come back on tomorrow. Well, all right. So Dave might stream tomorrow. So I'm trying to have him do like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'll do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Sunday. But if there's like breaking news or something, then I'll pop on. But I will try and come on tomorrow, if not Wednesday, and we'll recap what happened in the Murdaugh trial, and definitely keep up with that Justin guy, because hey Matt, I'm definitely curious to see where that goes. Oh, Dave is my hubby. He streams gaming, so they just had like a new seat. If you can't hear him in the background already, but he's streaming like Call of Duty, and they have like a new season out. So I told him he can stream Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, and I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, because if we stream at the same time, it gets a little bit like glitchy. So yeah, the guy that screams in the background all the time. I'll be shocked if you haven't heard him yet. Usually you'll hear like a big F you, or something real loud out of nowhere. Yeah, I put him on a schedule, because I was like, this ain't gonna work. Can't do it at the same time. But he never follows that schedule anyway, so I'll probably be popping on them nights too. But yeah, the one that makes all the husband noise in the background. He does. We were talking about noises earlier that we can't stand. And he does this like leg slapping thing that sends my nerves into a frenzy. I don't like the sound of skin slapping skin, and it makes me crazy. But I can't wait to hear about all your hubby sounds, Nadie. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back probably Wednesday, but if he doesn't stream tomorrow, I'll pop in tomorrow. Yes, I'm glad you could catch me too. I miss you. Oh, a little guy on. You guys want to see my little monitor before I go? Hold on. I'll show you guys him real quick. He's getting big. All right, real quick. I'll sneak him up. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to share my screen. Hold on. There we go. Look how big he's getting. Say hi. Let me see if I can get him. No, you can't go on my keyboard. That's what he wants. He likes my keyboard. I know. Isn't he? Look how big he's getting. He's like probably like double the size when I first got him. Wait, show me your belly. Show me your belly. He's gonna be like the size of a cat by summertime. Yeah, he likes my keyboard. He does look like a baby gator a little bit. He likes my keyboard because it's warm. He's gonna try and go there. Watch. You want to go on the keyboard? Go ahead. You can go on the keyboard. He will get. He pops up sometimes if I scare him. But he won't like bite me or anything. But he'll like flex his ow. He'll flex his throat at me. Sometimes. Here, go. Go ahead, go on the table. Go to your keyboard. Go ahead. He'll flex sometimes. But by summertime, he'll probably be like the size of a small cat. And by like 3 years, I think it is, they get to be the size of probably like, he'll be like 6 foot long, probably. About the size of a big dog, you know? Here, I'll show you. Yeah, he is getting big. You can't go behind the computer. You can lay on the computer, though. But, I mean, he would never, like, bite me or anything. He was trying to... Yeah, the size of a small Honda Civic. They're like baby Komodo, or not baby, but they're like, imagine like a Komodo dragon, just like half the size of one, I guess. They get big. That is my microphone. And he's really good at Supermaning across the room. Like, he will just dive and go for it and shoot himself wherever he feels like jumping. Do you want to go on my... Is that what you're trying to do? Get up on my thing? Well, we work in construction. I can build. We're going to build him an aquarium here. You want to stand on that? You might make a bunch of noises they'll be able to hear. Go ahead. Yeah. But yeah, by the summertime, I should be able to put a little harness on him and take him out for walks. He'll be like the size of a cat, or like probably like double the size of this. Talk to me, Goose. But yeah, we'll be able. They need a 6x8, I think, 6x8 foot aquarium. So we have like a whole room dedicated to it, and I'll probably make like a little corral out of like a what do you call it? Like a dog playpen thing, so he can walk around. Are you trying to go on my head? No, that hurts. Oh, that's my face. That's my face. There we go. There you go. He likes being up high. I gotta get him a cat tree. Apparently they like cat trees. Ow, you're hurting me. But yeah, he's getting big. But when I'll make sure when he gets the size of a cat and I can bring him outside that I'll take some... Yeah, now I have a matching hat. I'll take some videos of him running around the yard in a leash for sure. I'll definitely get him on a leash for sure. Here, where are you going? Weirdo, he wants to go explore. Yeah, my lizards have apartments. Each one has their own apartment. And I have... No, you can't jump on the floor. I have 9 altogether. 9 lizards. A sandbox, yeah. We built like a whole lizard apartment thing across the whole wall. I'll have to share a picture of it one time, but they're actually really fancy. I put like wallpaper on the back so it looks like stone, and they have flowers in their tanks. Stay there, please. Thank you. big time in lizards. Yeah. I can't wait till I can walk him on a leash though. And, well, so he's too small to let him run around my house now. Like he'll get lost. So I'm hoping by summertime he'll be big enough that I can just kind of let him like roam and hang in a cat tree, stuff like that. But right now he listens pretty good though. Like if I yell at him, he'll come back. Yeah, he does walk funny, but his nails are starting to get really, really sharp and they hurt like bad. Yes, your nails hurt bad. They do. He was like trying to like, what's on your face? Hold on, let me get it. There you go. He's puffing at me for some reason. You mad that I woke you up? They look like gators the way they walk. He's really smart too. You know what he does every day? He poops in his water bowl and then he will wait until I empty the water bowl and refill it and then he'll go lay in it. And he's potty trained. He doesn't poop in his tank, only in his water bowl, right? All right. Well, I'm gonna go put him back because he's giving me the evil eye here. Look, I'll show you guys. He's stink eyeing me right now on my keyboard. Say bye. Here. Show me your face. All right. Bye, guys. See ya. I'll have to make some shorts of him too, so you guys can check him out. All right. Good night, everyone. I'll be back probably Wednesday. Thank you all for coming. Good night.